Hello, good evening, and welcome to Prophetic Prayer Altar with Prophet Dr. F.R. Emmanuel. They call me the City Prophet. You can call me the Boss Prophet because Jesus is the boss of my life. It's another exciting evening here, and I want to pray for you. I have 30 minutes to touch and agree with you on anything you're trusting God for. 30 minutes, just 30 minutes. And in this 30 minutes, healings will take place. Miracles will take place. I'll prophesy accurately to people. I will speak life into your life. I will declare declarations that will come to pass, and your dream will not die. Listen, I started this series in the morning. I want to complete it this evening. Your dream will not die in the name of Jesus. Your dream will not die. Whatever the dream may be, whatever it what have been playing around or playing out in your family, your dream will not die. There are people who have been fighting your dream to kill it. There are forces that have been wrestling down your dream to kill it. There are obstacles that have been standing against your dream. Listen to me. This is what the Lord said to tell you, that despite this obstacle, despite these people, despite this nation, despite these organizations that are fighting your dream will not die in the name of Jesus. Listen, this may seem like this is not real. It may seem like, how can my dream not die? I'm far past the age of childbearing, of getting married, or all of that. Listen, age is not a thing with God. Age is not a thing with God. God knows how to revive and restore your age. God knows how to turn things around and make age look like nothing. Look at the story of Abraham. Look at the story of Moses. Look at the story of Noah. You would realize that with God, age is nothing. You might be thinking, with the way the age that I am, I don't think anything can work again. With where I am right now, I don't think anything can work again. But hear me, with God, a day is like 1,000 years. 1,000 years is like one day in the sight of God. I don't know how down the valley you have gone, how long from the path of distinction that you have gone, how far you have traveled from the path of greatness. But listen to this, there is a dream and a vision that God put in your heart. He didn't give it to your brother, He didn't give it to your sister, He didn't give it to the people you think are more qualified than you. He gave that dream to you because God knows that you are the only one who can bring that dream to fruition. And so He gave you that goal, He gave you that dream, He gave you that vision, He put it in your heart, and He allowed you to hold on to it despite everything. And now you've come to a point where you're beginning to think, maybe this dream is not from God. Maybe this is just my ambition. Maybe this dream is just me hyping myself. Maybe it's just me wanting to do something that I've always wanted to do. No, that's not true. A dream is a passion that God uploads into your heart from childhood. As you begin to grow, God begins to trim and to nurture and to grow that dream so that you can come to the place of fulfillment. Right now, for you, you're looking at yourself and wondering, why was this dream not given to my brother? He looks more fit. Why was this dream not given to my sister? She looks more qualified. Why was this dream not given to the best student in my class? He looks so qualified. But listen, God is not looking for the best student or for the fittest or for the strongest, because He says in His word in the book of Ecclesiastes that the race is not to the swift, the battle is not to the strong, food does not go to men of wisdom, nor well to men of understanding, but time and chance happen to them all. And there's a God in heaven who controls time and chance. He's the one that sent me here to tell you, do not let your dream to die. Do not allow people to talk you out of your dream. Do not allow the devil to whisper discouragement into your heart to make you lose your dream. Do not allow people to despise you. Do not allow people to jettison you, ridicule you out of your dream. Don't allow naysayers to speak you out of your dream. Do not allow situations and circumstances that are challenging to challenge you out of your dream. Do not let that dream die, no matter how long it's been in your heart, no matter how difficult it feels right now, no matter how terribly sad it brings you down right now, because there are some dreams that every time you think of them, you feel so sad, you feel inadequate, you feel like you're a failure, you feel like you would have been so great if it had not been for one or two things. Listen, all of those things are secondary. The first thing is that God chose you to put that dream in your heart. Jacob had 12 sons. God chose Joseph to put a dream in his heart. He didn't choose Judah. He didn't choose Gideon, Simeon. He didn't choose Benjamin. He didn't choose any of them. He chose Joseph, and he put that dream in his heart. And in spite of Joseph being sold into slavery, being thrown in the pit, being betrayed by his brother, being sent into prison, that dream did not die. Listen, some of you have been through all kinds of trouble, and you're maybe trying to convince yourself that with all of this trouble, I'm sure my dream is dead. I'm sure my vision is dead. I'm sure God has chosen someone else. That's not true. If God was to choose someone else, he would have done that in the life of Joseph. When Joseph was in the prison, God should have chosen someone else to fulfill that dream. When Joseph was in Potiphar's house as a slave, God should have chosen someone else. When Joseph was going through all kinds of trials and temptation, God should have chosen somewhere else. But you know what? God did not choose anybody. He chose Joseph. He said, Joseph, you're the one who will fulfill this vision. There is someone here listening to me. This message was crafted because of you. You have this dream, you have this goal. You sometimes you confuse it and you think maybe it's just you thinking you want to be great. Maybe sometimes you think you are just being over ambitious. Listen, it's not you. It's a vision and a dream that God put in your heart. And that vision, that dream is going to come to pass in the name of Jesus. For someone, it may be something as simple as being sick and in the hospital, and everyone is telling you you're going to die. The doctors has given you time to die. But somehow in your spirit, you know that God has put life in you and he has given you an assignment to fulfill. And in spite of all that you're feeling and seeing, you know that that assignment will come to pass. I came to encourage you tonight and to let you know that the devil cannot steal your dream. The devil cannot steal your vision. Do not allow your dreams to die in the name of Jesus. There may be people right now that I'm speaking to and they are shaking their head and nodding their head and say, yeah, that's true. It's not just about nodding your head. It's about putting your resources back together. It's about putting yourself back together. It's about saying to yourself, I won't let my dream die. It's about saying to yourself, this cannot happen to me. I'm going to try again. I'm going to rise again. I'm going to shine again. I'm going to give it one more touch, one more effort. I'm going to push again. I'm going to give it one more push. I'm going to make attempt again. Listen, if you can just make an attempt, an effort in the direction of your dream, God will put wings beneath your wind beneath your wings, and you will fly, you will soar, you will fulfill destiny in the name of Jesus. I came to pray for you tonight, and I am agreeing with you that every power that have been trying to stifle your vision and stifle your dream and choke that vision that you have to death, God is saying that power is defeated, because your dream, that dream that you have, is going to come to pass in the name of Jesus. Martin Luther King of blessed memory, he had a dream, and his dream was that America was going to be united in racial front, to a point where whites and blacks would sit on the same bus, would be in the same offices. And today, we have seen that dream come to pass. We have seen an American president who is a colored man. We've seen all kinds of things happen. We've seen a female American vice president. We've seen all kinds of things happen in that same land when these things were impossible. The right to vote for women was just a few years ago, less than 50 years. But look at what has happened now. God has turned things around to the point where in the same country where women could not vote, they now have a female vice president. Listen to me. Your dreams may seem like they are too far-fetched. They may seem too bogus. They may seem too ambitious. They may seem too ambiguous. They may look like you don't have a clear picture, but you just know this is what God is saying. Hold on to that dream. Don't let that dream die. Don't let that dream die. God has a way of making it happen, and he will make it happen for you. Hear me, child of God. God will make it happen.